video series. Today we're going to continue to look at the Photos app on the iPad. Today we're going to specifically look at how you can edit the photos using the Photos app. So I'm going to tap on my Photos app icon and it's going to launch my photos. And I'm actually going to go into my camera roll here. And I'm going to select one of these photos that I'm going to be kind of working on. I want to do some editing with it. So I'm going to actually select, this sloth right here. So I'm going to tap on that. It's going to open it up into a little bit bigger image. Now across the top of my screen here in the right hand corner I have some options. The first thing I could do is if this was a photo that I wanted to put sort of in my favorites, if you will, I could tap on the little heart and now it's going to be in my favorites section. And so when I go back here, when I go back to my photos and my albums, and go back to my albums, it's going to be in my favorite albums, which is right here. So that'll be photos that you want to get back to quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that, open it back up. So you can see if I want to deselect it, I can tap on the heart again. So you might use that if it's a picture that you're going to be wanting to use or get to really quickly. In one of my previous videos, I showed you how to use the share square to send this photo. So I could do the same thing. I could use the share square right here with just one photo, and I could push it to any of these particular apps. I could also use AirDrop and send it to somebody electronically. I'm going to cancel out of that. You also have the ability to trash the picture, but I'm not going to do that right now. What I want to focus on right now is this edit button. So I'm going to tap on edit, and what it's going to do is it's going to bring me into my editing menu. And down along the right hand side of your screen you have your different editing tools. The first editing tool looks like a magic wand, and it's basically what it is. If you tap on the magic wand, it basically kind of goes through and enhances the photo. You saw that kind of working there. If you like it, then in the upper right hand corner you can select done. If you don't like it, then you can come down here and select cancel. I'm just going to select cancel for right now, and I'm going to discard the changes and it goes back. I'm going to go back into my editing mode. The next one is the red eye tool. The red eye tool, I don't have any red eyes in this one, so I don't really need to use that one, so I'm going to skip over that one. The next item looks like a sort of a weird square with some arrows around it. That's the cropping tool, and I'm going to tap on that. And what this does is it opens up my cropping tool. Now what you see is you see the picture itself, and you see it's outlined in this white line. And so what I can do is I can drag these corner parts of this white line. I can actually crop out part of the picture. So let's say all I want is the sloth's face. So I'm going to drag the corner here and drag it and just get the sloth's face. It's going to resize it. Okay, and so see, now I've cropped out the rest of the image. You also have this dial right here that allows you to rotate. You can see it's got about a negative 10 degree rotation. I'm going to bring that back around to 0. It must have been one I was playing with a while back. So now it's back around to 0. If I like that, then I can select done here, and now I've got a cropped photo of my sloth. Now if I go back into edit, up at the top here, I now have a button, or excuse me, the word revert. So if I don't like that cropping, I can actually tap on revert, and I can revert to the original, and it brings it back to the original. So the iPad doesn't get rid of the original, but you can always come back to it. I'm going to go back into the editing mode, and I've got a couple other tools here. These 3 circles that are on top of each other, that's basically different filters that you can put onto the photo. So if for some reason you want to change how the photo looks a little bit, you can do that. You can also tap on the little dial right here, and then you can adjust some things. So if you want to adjust how light it is, you can adjust the brightness, if you will. You can change that up a little bit. You can adjust the color by tapping on the little color wheel. You can adjust the color of it. You can brighten or darken the color, if you will. You can also switch over to black and white and give your picture a black and white feel. And you can see as you play around with it, it gives that picture a lot of different looks, if you will. Again, if you're fine with that, you can tap on done at the top. You can always hit cancel and discard all the changes, and you're back to your original. And so that's how you can use some of these different tools to help kind of enhance the photo. In a future Tech Tip Tuesday video, I'm going to talk about this little circle with the 3 dots because I'm going to spend some time on that one. So that's it for this edition. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any ideas of any suggestions for things to talk about on our Tech Tip Tuesday video series. I look forward to hearing from you.